Okay, so we are very grateful that we have invited colleagues from the Sion Center, and then we have a person who receives service from the Sion Center to be interviewed. Thank you for your time. So I would like to start to have the conversation with Mr. Henry first, and then we'll pass the time to Miss Fanny Leung, and then we'll pass the time to Charlie. So, Mr. May you please introduce yourself first, and then I will give you two questions.
Hello, I'm Henry General Secretary of Chinese Evangelical Science Church Social Service Division. We have served Hidden Youth for 14 years. We are very glad to share our experience.
Okay, thank you, Mr. So I would like to ask you a question first. As you said that you have been serving Hidden Youth for over 14 years now, I'm sure that you also see a lot of youth-related issues. Can you tell us a little bit of what other issues that you think is related to hidden situation, and what are the key contributors or consequence of being hidden for a long time in our society?
Yes, we think that hidden youth is not just a youth issues. It is a societal problem. As you know, Hong Kong is a very competitive society. Young people feel very high pressure. First of all, Hong Kong schooling system is very demanding. There are many homework and examination. Children spend a lot of time to complete homework and prepare examination in primary school. Many children lost their interest and feel tired in upper primary school. Moreover, some children may find themselves far below the academic standards in upper primary school. If parents and teachers cannot help them overcome the gap, children may give up. Secondly, children and youth may face interpersonal issues in schools. Some children and youth may face bullying. At the same time, some of them may face their parents' divorce. Some children and youth may face mental health issues also. All these troubles add together. In Hong Kong, many children and youth drop out from schools and hidden at home in upper primary school and secondary school. We think that in a bigger picture, young people feel very hard to succeed, in a very competitive society. Many people believe in life fact, 躺平. They may think that it is easier to give up than work very hard. In these few years, COVID-19 and economic downturn make the people feel worse than before. All in all, hidden youth not just a youth issues, it's a societal problem. It is a side product of a highly competitive society with very little hope. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ma. I totally agree with you. So instead of seeing this issue from a pure psychological or psychiatric issue, I think we should look at it from a bigger picture. Anyhow, my second question is kind of related to that too. So if we believe that this is a societal and a sociological issue, so what do you think that the government and related to other NGOs, of course, so what can the government do and do more to prevent or intervene the situation?
I think Hong Kong government is willing to combat the hidden youth situation. We think that government can take the lead to arouse concern of hidden youth. Government can raise the awareness that hidden youth is not a personal issue or a family issue. It is a social problem that education system and social service should join hand in hand to combat the hidden youth situation.
Mm.
Maybe I focus a little bit more on social service. Government may give more resources to social service to form a specialized team to combat hidden youth situation. We think that one specialized team for hidden youth in one district would help a lot. On the other hand, if government not considering forming specialized team, government may dialogue with social workers of existing youth services. Existing youth services can be prioritized their work focus and focus more to serve hidden youth. We think that it may help a lot.
Mm. Okay, thank you, Mr. For that. So I hope the government, or actually all the governments who are concerned about this issue, they would be keen to listen to what you have suggested. Okay, so now I would like to pass the time to Miss Fanny Leung. Fanny, so please introduce yourself, and then I will also give you two questions, please.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Wong. I'm Fanny, and I have been working for the project since it started. That means about 14 years. I'm a social worker, and now is in charge of the project.
Thank you. Okay, so it's a long history that you have been working on this topic. So you are actually one of the most experienced social workers in the world working on this topic. Anyhow, so my question is very related to that. So I have to tell you, a lot of people taken that we are only doing AAT, but I have explained it many, many times. We are doing more than AAT. So the social workers component play a very important value into the Regain Momentum project. So can you tell us a little bit more from the non-AAT perspective on how social workers could help hidden young people go back to the society and fulfill their responsibilities and their roles?
Okay, yes. AAT is just one of the components of our Regain Momentum, our project. Besides the animals, social workers take an even more important role. To have a better understanding, maybe we can record the program flow chart of our project. As you remember, the first stage of the project is the inquiry hotline. More cases are received through our hotline, with referrals coming from parents, teachers, school social workers, the education department, etc. The RM social workers answer the hotline and use a face sheet to have a quick screen out ineligible cases, such as those involving serious mental illness or schooling problems with referral behaviors. From this stage, our social workers start seeking help, seeking cooperation from referrers and parents. If the referrers and parents are cooperative and can introduce us to their clients, permitting us to visit or meet them, we proceed to the second stage, the engagement and further assessment stage. The social worker arranges 3 to 5 times meetings, sometimes more, to review report with the clients, check with them, and invite them to join their activities, including the AAT and non-AAT programs. And simultaneously, the social worker begins conceptualizing the case, analyzing their family backgrounds, parenting issues, schooling conditions, and peer relationships, etc. Then they will formulate potential ways to help the case and or the parents. If the process goes smoothly and both clients and parents agree, we will open case for follow-up by a responsible social worker. This is the case management stage. We introduce various active and therapeutic groups or activities to the youth, refer them for psychological or IQ assessment when necessary, and offer placement opportunities for them to earn money. Meanwhile, we will also support their families and their parents how to cooperate with us and to help the youth. All the groups, activities, placement are organized and conducted by the RM social workers. We aim at cultivating a relaxing environment for the youth to come out. So the social workers use different means to engage the youth, like animals, laughing, cooking, board games, electronic games, etc. The social workers help catalyzing the social interaction among the youth, as they are usually very quiet, and we purposefully gather those who have similar interests, so as to help them to make friends with one another. So you can see the social workers' role is crucial throughout the whole entire program. They are responsible for screening, engaging, guiding the direction, and working with the case and their families. Animals play an assistant role to the social worker in terms of supporting their intervention strategies.
Right. Okay. Thank you so much. That explained a lot of the very important ingredients of the Regain Momentum project. So let me summarize that a little. So the role of the social worker, in addition to providing services, he or she actually play a very important role in coordinating with all the different parties.
Yeah.
Maybe the school, with the families, with the peers, and the referrers, and the refer out NGOs or whatever. So that is actually a really key message. So the social worker play a role in coordinating, orchestrating the situation. Okay. So, but you also said that if things go smooth, it will happen like that. So can you tell us a case or a situation that things didn't go so well, so smooth? And what are the downtime that you had when you were with Sion for 14 years?
Yeah, I can think of an example, also related to the parents. Some parents may simply state that their son or daughter stayed at home. When we ask if they can bring them to the center so we can know more about him or her, they said that the child cannot go out. We understand, we totally understand. So we then just a home visit, but the parents may refuse, citing reasons such as their child's potential temper tantrums or their spouse discomfort with strangers in the home. So in such situation, we face significant challenges in assessing and working with the young person. So in this case, we will invite the parents to attend our parent workshops. These sessions aim to change their mindset and perceptions by allowing them to hear from social workers and other parents facing similar challenges sharing. I often remind parents that while social worker may only see their child once or twice a week, they as parents interact with them daily. So changes in the parents can definitely lead to changes in the youth. So for the downturn, I can remember another case. Actually, is really the end stage of their intervention that she finished placement at our center and going to work outside. But suddenly she disappeared. Even though we invite them, invite her to engage with their animals with our therapy dog Fafa, which she liked him very much. She has had no response. But several years later, maybe after the COVID, she WhatsApped me one day and let me know that she is very good. She is working for as a waitress and attend a program to learn more vocational issues. She's also arranging her study. Okay, so this is very grateful to hear that. And I'm grateful that she can find me again. Okay, so maybe I have some point about the parents' work. So we recently discovered that working with parents would help with the young people getting back to the society. So we put considerable effort in working with them. We offer a workshop to educate them about the reasons behind social withdrawal, how to understand and assist their children, and how to cooperate with us, the social workers. without going to the contradicting directions to our interventions. So therefore, the parent words undoubtedly it deserves prominent place in our protocol for helping the social withdrawn youth. And we will work in this area in the future.
Okay. Thank you, Fanny, for sharing two very important messages. The first one is work with the parents along with the young people. And then the second point, which is extremely important, so allow the young people, they might disappear for a little while and don't give up. They might turn up again and ask for help and we can work with them. So the key message is don't give up. We follow up and then we persist to help. Okay, thank you. I understand you might have to go in a few minutes, so feel free if you want to leave. So I will pass the time now to Charlie. Charlie, I'm going to ask you in English first, and then I will speak in Cantonese. So Charlie, thank you for your time that you appear in the CNN interview previously. So, but I don't think many of our audience have the chance to go into the web and look into your story. So I would like to ask you a question of what is your pathway from thinking of staying at home until now that you are back to the society and getting education now. And then the second question I will also ask is, what would you recommend to the audience now? What is the best way to help hidden young people？好啦，咁我而家就用中文話啊，Charlie，我咧就頭先講話，其實有啲朋友咧喺個會場度未必睇過 CNN 嗰個網站啦，咁好多謝你又接受咗佢哋嘅訪問。咁今日就想邀請你咧，同大家分享下，你究竟由幾時開始有呢個念頭啊？跟住點解真係會留咗喺屋企，但係點解留個過程又好似冇乜人去關注你？咁之後點樣先至會揾到石安中心，而點樣出翻嚟咧？咁第二條問題，我想問一問你，其實因為我哋會場好多都係一啲成年人啊，或者我哋一啲專業人士啦，咁你有冇一啲 messages 想或啲 key message 想話翻俾我哋聽？究竟青年人我哋點樣可以幫佢？由防止佢去隱蔽啦，到佢真係隱咗，究竟我哋中間可以幫佢啲乜嘢啦？同埋佢出翻嚟之後，我哋點樣可以令到佢繼續留翻喺個社會度？為自己啊，或者為個社會有啲貢獻咧？咁所以我會問你呢兩條問題嘅。好啦，Charlie，第一條問題先，唔該你。
好嘅，咁一開始我會諗住留喺屋企，就係因為我升咗上中學之後，可能同同學啊或者老師有啲拗撬啊，或者唔係好合拍嘅情況啊，咁就慢慢開始會逃避上佢哋嘅堂啦，又或者刻意避開佢哋啦。咁一開始就係間中就會走下堂啊，喺屋企咁樣。跟住慢慢開始有情況就變得比較嚴重，就我慢慢開始發覺好似冇乜人理我，咁我就開始就更加長時間咁留喺屋企啦，直至到最後就完全唔出門口啦，都斷絕咗同所有嘅人嘅交流嘅。咁後尾學校嘅社工就開始揾我傾偈啦，但係佢哋比較關注嘅點都係想我重新返學，而唔係了解我點解會唔返學啊，唔同人講嘢嘅。咁後尾學校嘅社工就聯絡到重拾動力計劃嘅社工們啦，咁佢哋就開始去了解我嘅情況啦，就慢慢開導我，就帶領我翻返呢個社會啦，就慢慢同我制定一啲嘅計劃，循序漸進咁樣，慢慢開始同埋接觸啊，直到最後真係可以行出咗房，行出咗屋企就出街同人交流啊，就後尾又上到中心啦，就識到好多新嘅人啦，都慢慢開始返學去其他嘅地方進修，係咯。
好啊，多謝你。我記得咧，同你之前傾過偈咧，就話其實你喺屋企嗰陣時嘅過程都總有一啲唔開心嘅時間，因為有好多人咧覺得匿咗屋企咧就好似好開心咁樣嘅，有啲誤解啦。同大家分享下，其實係咪真係有啲唔開心嘅時間都會嘅咧？
自己喺屋企嘅時候咧，就成日諗啲唔好嘅嘢啦，就可能係俾人蝦嘅經歷啊，又或者同 同人有拗撬嘅時候啊，就好多負面嘅情緒嘅，就唔會諗到啲咩好嘅嘢啦，整體係好壓力嘅，所以其實自己一個留喺屋企係好唔開心嘅。
嗯，都寂寞噶嗬，都
係因為冇乜人有時間去理你，因為大家都有自己嘅嘢。
嗯，OK，好啊，喂，多謝你。好啦，因為時間關係，我想再俾多少少時間你去講，你有啲咩 message 啊，信息想我哋會場啲朋友聽到咧咁樣。
嗯，其實我之前會諗住留喺屋企嘅起因，通常一啲好少嘅事嘅啫。不過就係因為呢啲好少嘅事，所以就覺得冇乜嘢，就會留喺自己嘅心中啦，就去同人分享啊，去同人傾訴啊，慢慢開始呢種情緒就會發酵啦，咁就越嚟越唔開心，就越嚟越封閉自己。咁其實好多時，如果有人主動會去揾我傾偈嘅話咧，我當時都係會比較樂意同佢哋分享嘅。不過我嗰陣時可能就冇啦，咁就會變到慢慢開始唔係好願意同人分享自己，就 lock 住咗自己啦。咁其實如果俾佢知道係有人關心緊你嘅話咧，我覺得係會對佢有幫助。
好好好好，講得非常好。OK，咁啊，關心啦，咁跟住而家你出翻嚟啦，有冇乜嘢會令到你應該都唔會再翻轉頭噶啦？你會繼續留翻喺個社會度做你自己中意嘅嘢咧？
對於我自己嚟講話，就係對未來嘅期望啊，一定冇人會希望自己嘅將來會係一事無成嘅。咁既然有呢個機會重新出翻嚟嘅話，都係咁要繼續努力，睇下自己可以去到邊咯。
好啊，多謝你。最後一個問題啦，跟住我見你都用咗樹熊做你個 icon 啦。咁你知我哋呢個重拾動力都有動物嘅出現噶嘛？其實動物有冇扮演咩角色㗎？喺你呢個成個過程嗰度？
誒，樹熊係我最中意嘅動物啦。我覺得佢同人點講咧？動物佢唔會對你有啲咩大嘅惡意咯，佢
嗯
會表現俾你睇嘅都係佢好嘅一面，可以治人嘅心靈咯。中意
嗯，
動物嘅朋友就會覺得同動物玩啊、傾偈啊，可能仲會好過同一啲唔中意嘅人啊，或者唔識嘅人啊講嘢溝通。咁由動物落手，可能會幫到佢哋踏出第一步咯。
好啊。OK，多謝你嘅分享啦，Charlie。好，thank you for the time of our three guests to share the experience from a macro, from a surface, from a personal experience. I'm sure the audience would very appreciative of your time. Okay, so now I will stop the recording now, but we can stay here for another chat. 唔該晒。
Thank you.